Ladies and gentlemen, there are times in life when it feels as if you're striving against an insurmountable mountain isn't there. You put forth your best effort, you sweat, you persevere, yet it seems as though nothing is changing, nothing is progressing. You may even wonder if anyone can hear you. But today, I want to share something profound with you. During these challenging moments, it's not that you've been forgotten. Rather, there is something greater at work, aligning itself in your favor. There are periods in life when it feels like you're stagnant, even though you're pushing forward with all your might. You wake up each day, work diligently, and sacrifice your time, yet the world appears unresponsive to your efforts. It's easy to feel alone, as if your struggles amount to nothing. Yet many overlook this simple truth. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, unseen forces are aligning for you. We often fixate on the tangible, visible aspects of life like money, success, and relationships, forgetting that there is more to existence than what we can perceive at any given moment. You might find yourself in a difficult situation filled with discomfort, disappointment, or fear, believing it to be permanent. But the reality is that what you observe now is merely a chapter, not the entire story. Even in your darkest moments, there are invisible forces at play, crafting the next steps of your journey. It's easy to disregard the unseen. We tend to concentrate on the tangible struggles that we can perceive and measure, making it more challenging to trust in what we do not yet understand. However, just because it's not visible doesn't mean it isn't there. Invisible forces are constantly working on your behalf, guiding you, arranging circumstances, and orchestrating events that ultimately align to serve you. Consider how many times in your life things worked out for the better, even if you didn't realize it at the time. Maybe you lost a job that felt catastrophic, but in hindsight, it redirected you towards something greater. Perhaps you experienced rejection that initially seemed like a setback, yet it ended up opening doors you never imagined. Obstacles, in fact, can often be the universe preparing you for breakthroughs. Invisible forces are steering you toward opportunities that foster your growth, even when it feels like things aren't going your way. You might not perceive the immediate benefits of your hardships, but each challenge you face positions you for something greater. This is where faith comes into play. Faith isn't about having all the answers, it's about trusting the process. It's the understanding that when you take a step forward, even in uncertainty, something is aligning to ensure you're on the right path. Sometimes these invisible forces require you to trust in the journey a little longer in order to see the bigger picture. The journey itself is just as crucial as the destination. We often desire instant outcomes, wanting to witness everything unfold right before our eyes. However, true growth is a gradual process, occurring over time through experiences that may be challenging and painful, ultimately shaping you into someone who can handle what lies ahead. When the path appears unclear and the outcome uncertain, that's when it requires the most courage to trust. Trust that, even amidst confusion, there are forces at work aligning everything for you. This invisible support is always present, even if you can't feel it. You've endured challenges before, those moments you thought you couldn't survive, yet here you are, still standing. Every test you have faced and every setback you've overcome has prepared you for the next chapter. The forces working on your behalf are continuously laying the foundation for your success and growth. Life's setbacks can be viewed as stepping stones. The hard times will not last forever. Eventually, you will find that the lessons you are learning now will stick with you. In time, those invisible forces will reveal themselves to you, bringing opportunities, connections, and experiences designed to elevate you to the next level. While you may not see it yet, everything is being set in motion for you. Keep moving forward, keep believing, and trust that what is meant for you is on its way, even when the journey feels long or stagnant. Trust that those unseen forces are always working in your favor. Waiting is not easy in a world that demands instantaneous results. Patience seems like a lost virtue. We are led to believe that stagnation equates to failure, but waiting is not a waste of time. It is a vital aspect of the process, a period of preparation when everything is aligning. Patience is not passive, it is proactive. It offers you the breathing room to grow and build the resilience needed for the future. Though immediate results may evade you, That doesn't imply that nothing is happening behind the scenes. Much of the most significant growth takes place in quiet, unseen moments. Think of planting a seed. You place it in the soil, water it, and wait days, weeks, even months without seeing any visible change. You may start to question if the seed is even alive, but beneath the surface, transformation is taking place. Roots are developing, expanding, and anchoring themselves in the earth, ready to send a stem upward when the moment is right. This process cannot be hurried. It follows a natural arc that must unfold at its own pace. The seed must remain in the dark and silence long enough to garner the strength to reach the sun. We cannot force growth, nor can we demand it, and neither can you in your own life. When you feel like you are in limbo, trust that beneath the surface, everything is coming together. Patience is often misinterpreted as passivity, but it is in fact one of the most potent actions one can take. Waiting isn't doing nothing, it's preparing yourself for what lies ahead. It's a moment to sharpen your skills, expand your knowledge, and fortify your mindset. It's a time to refine your character so that when opportunities arise, you are ready to embrace them fully. Growth doesn't always look like forward motion. Sometimes it resembles preparation, which requires time. The hardest part can be accepting that the process does not occur according to your schedule. It happens on a timeline that lies beyond your control. That's where faith comes in. You must believe that things are unfolding behind the scenes, even when visibility is lacking. When life doesn't proceed as you wish, and you feel stuck or frustrated, remind yourself that timing is crucial. You may want something right now, but consider this: what if now is not the right time? What if, like the seed underground, you are being prepared for something greater? Think back to instances when you desperately wanted something, yet it did not materialize as expected. In retrospect, you recognize that the delays and frustrations were actually essential for your growth. The waiting period is an opportunity for you to evolve into the person who can ultimately receive the blessing when it arrives. You may not see the relevance of your current struggles, but trust that setbacks are directing you toward your purpose. They are mechanisms for your training. Remember, when you face adversity, it's a process of strengthening you. The challenges you encounter today are equipping you with the skills, resilience, faith, and strength necessary for when the time comes to seize what is meant for you. Ultimately, you must trust the process, even when things deviate from your expectations. Recognize that you are actually winning in ways that may not be immediately clear. It can be easy to succumb to frustration or despair when life doesn't play out according to your timeline, but if you take a step back and consider the bigger picture, you'll see that every struggle is propelling you toward greater growth, success, and purpose. Here's the breakthrough moment: when you start viewing your setbacks not as failures, but as stepping stones. You begin to recognize the power of patience and faith, the belief that even when it seems everything is against you, it may in fact be leading you to something better. When something significant slips away, it often paves the way for opportunities that resonate more closely with your true purpose. A relationship that ends may be clearing the path for someone or something better, someone who can walk alongside you on your journey upward. However, it's essential to recognize that accepting these changes in the moment can be challenging. When life takes away what you believed you needed, it can feel like a betrayal, leaving you to wonder if you're cursed or if the universe is conspiring against you. The reality is that the universe is more supportive of you than you might realize. Rejections, closed doors, and missed chances are all part of a greater design. Though they may bring discomfort now, they are simply creating space for something better to come into your life. This painful yet necessary process helps eliminate the clutter, making room for the right people, situations, and opportunities to emerge. While you may not see it yet, those obstacles are guiding you toward your true purpose. They are preparing you for what lies ahead. When you encounter adversity, when life tests you, it's actually strengthening you. The challenges you face today are equipping you for the blessings that are just around the corner. The skills, resilience, faith, and strength you're cultivating now will serve you when the time comes for you to embrace the abundance waiting for you. The key is to trust the process. Have faith that, even when things don't unfold as planned, and it seems you've lost something, in reality, you are gaining in ways that may not be immediately obvious. It's easy to get caught up in frustration and succumb to despair when life doesn't adhere to your timeline. But if you take a step back and view the bigger picture, you'll realize that each struggle is propelling you toward a higher level of growth and success, and ultimately your true purpose. Here's the breakthrough moment when you begin to view your setbacks not as failures but as stepping stones. You start to grasp the profound power of patience and faith. Even when it appears that nothing is happening or that everything is falling apart, something greater is being set in motion. You are being tested, yes, but these tests are meant to strengthen and mold you, preparing you for the broader journey that lies just beyond your current perspective. If you're feeling lost or disheartened because things aren't going as you wished, remember that sometimes rejection is merely redirection. Closed doors often signify new opportunities that align better with who you are becoming. The unseen forces working in your favor are guiding you to where you need to be, even if you can't see it just yet. Trust that, even during tough times, you're being readied for greatness. Keep your faith strong, hold your head high, and remember that you're not stuck, you're being prepared for something extraordinary. Letting go of people and things that no longer serve you is tough, especially when they've played a significant role in your life and you've invested considerable time and energy in them. Whether it's a job, relationship, or situation, there's a natural inclination to hold on, to try to mend what's broken, and to believe you can make things work. However, it's crucial to understand that the removal of something or someone from your life isn't just about loss, it's often about creating space for what is truly meant for you. What appears to be a loss is often a redirection, a vital part of your journey, nudging you closer to what's genuinely intended for your life. Life has a remarkable way of clearing out what no longer aligns with your purpose, even when understanding the reasons feels elusive. Those who caused you pain or failed to see your worth were not meant to accompany you into the next chapter. While it might feel devastating in the moment, it's important to realize that this removal is an unexpected blessing. The relationships that didn't serve you, the painful situations, and the unfulfilling jobs were merely stepping stones, not your final destination. Holding on to these past things or people longer than necessary risks clouding your vision to the opportunities that are meant to elevate you. Thus, when something or someone departs from your life, take it as a sign, a message indicating that greater things are on the horizon.